Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where I cover missing persons, unsolved cases, crime news, and more. Now, newly obtained search warrants connected to the disappearance of Madalina Cojocari have revealed that at least early on in the investigation itself had centered around believing that Madalina was a part of some sort of sexual exploitation as a minor child victim. The warrants obtained by WCNC Charlotte have also revealed that in the days after Madalina was last seen, that her mattress, clothing, her Halloween costume, as well as family photos were burned in a fire pit outside of her Cornelius home. The warrants have stated that a carpet from the home's upstairs bedroom was also burned in the fire pit, and Christopher Palmer, Madalina's stepfather, stated during his trial last May that Madalina's mother, Diana Cojocari, was burning things more often during that time. Christopher has stated that I would go to the fire pit and saw that there were things that were unburnable, like stainless steel mugs and closet racks, all sorts of metal things being burned in the fire pit. Palmer said on the stand. There were quite a few items in there, he states. It was sort of smoldering, and I believe I went up there the next day and all of those items were gone. Even the ashes were cleaned out. So imagine, Diana I feel like she's sketchy. Her behavior is very, very sketchy. But then she's burning the mattress. She's burning Madalina's clothes. And she's trying to burn, it's almost as if she's trying to burn any evidence of her daughter's existence or that she was ever there. It's very, very strange to me. Now, also the warrants reveal that Diana Cojocari also paid a priest in Moldova a combined $4,000 in the weeks after Madalina had disappeared, before and after talking with him by phone for more than 10 minutes. Again, a lot of sketchy behavior by Diana. Now, do I believe Christopher knows more? Yes, I do. A State Bureau of Investigation warrant shows investigators seized a phone in late December of 2022. An analysis of that phone device identified a Discord account with 37 unread messages. Investigators believe this account belongs to the missing minor child. See, I find that a little odd because Discord doesn't seem like it's a app, it's a media, one of those things that kids are usually on. It's usually for the older people, like, teenagers, college kids, adults. This investigation involves the believed sexual exploitation of the minor child victim. And of course, we know Madalina Cojocari was last seen on November 21st of 2022. The video that we've all seen numerous times showed the then 11-year-old getting off of her school bus, and she was never to be seen again. Her parents did not report her missing until December 13th, 2022, which was almost 3 weeks later. That's why I still have to believe that Christopher Palmer, he knows more as far as I'm concerned. Christopher knows more, and yes, he gave a lot of information during his trial, but I think he's got some secrets that he needs to give up.
For years, we've been asking, where is Madalina? Now we finally have an idea of what investigators believe could have happened. This search warrant says the investigation involves the believed sexual exploitation of a child victim. About a month into the case, detectives filed a warrant to obtain 37 unread messages on a phone that police seized. The messages were on a Discord account, which detectives believe is Madalina's. Discord is a voice, video, and chat app that is popular among gamers, but a 2023 NBC report found child predators also use Discord to groom victims and trade sexual exploitation material. We also discovered that several of Madalina's belongings were burned after she went missing. Another warrant we obtained says between November 23rd and December 10th, Madalina's mattress, clothing, and one of her Halloween costumes were burned in the family's fire pit, along with family photos and carpet that was removed from the upstairs office and spare bedroom. Madalina's stepfather, Christopher Palmeter, said during his trial in May that Madalina's mom, Diana Cojocari, was burning things more often.
And I saw that there were things that were unburnable, like stainless steel mugs and closet racks, so all kinds of metal things being burned in the fire pit. And then I believe I went up to the next day and all those items were gone. Even the ashes were cleaned up.
Diana told investigators she last saw Madalina on November 23rd, which is the same day that her items started to be burned.
See, that's scary that Discord is also used by child predators. I have to wonder if it wasn't really truly Madalina's, if it was Diana posing as Madalina. Because I find it hard to believe that Madalina would be on there. I mean, unless her mother forced her to do it. But that enters a whole nother area. And back in December, there was an article about the grandmother of Madalina's best friend. She spoke out stating that Madalina's mother, Diana, wanted money for play dates. So she wanted them to pay her money for their child to hang out with Madalina. I mean, that's weird. This friend's name is Leanne Steffen. She has stated that her granddaughter played with Madalina at least once a week for nearly 3 years when they were 8, 9, and 10 years old. She stated, my granddaughter still wanted to play with, cats and toys. It was just an answer to my prayers that she would have had a best friend. The girls met at school, which is where usually we meet most of our friends when we're kids. Stefan said that she remembers her granddaughter's excitement when she found out that Madalina Cojocari lived just down the street from her. I would go over there and go in the house. The living room was filled with toys, dollhouses, horses, everything a girl could want. Never once did I suspect anything. When they would see each other, my granddaughter would be like, Maddie. They would just hug each other, and it was just precious what they had. Stefan stated that they tried several times to have Madalina Cojocari over to their house to play, but except for one time, Diana Cojocari always said no. Diana was like, we don't trust. I said, okay, I'd rather you were just that kind of a parent when you were overly cautious, Stefan replied to Diana. Now, Chris seemed like he was an amazing stepdad, she stated. He really did. And Diana seemed like a loving, very protective mom. So it sounds like they're on the facade. They were convincing at least this family that they were a quote-unquote normal family that was just protective over their daughter. However, nearly 3 years into the girls' friendship, Stefan stated in a text sent by Diana, brought the friendship to a sudden halt. It said something along the lines of, I feel like you're taking advantage of me because you don't pay me. Wow. That's weird. Thinking there must have been some sort of understanding over the text message, Stefan spoke to Diana Cojocari when she picked up her granddaughter. I said, Diana, we don't need you as a babysitter. I thought the girls were just playing. And she goes, no, you take advantage of me because I'm from another country. She said, no, not at all. Maddie can always come to our house anytime. We'll be the ones who have to pick up their messes. Diana said, no. And Stefan replied, that's when I said, why? And she's all, we don't trust. And that just ripped my heart out. And I'm like, what are we supposed to do? Yeah, that's really strange. I understand not allowing your kids to do sleepovers, but not to hang out at all, or act like you need payment because someone else's child is hanging out with your child. It's a little odd. In the months that followed, Leanne stated that they were more difficult conversations had with her granddaughter, but she did not feel that she could let her play at Madalina's house anymore. Leanne fought back tears, and she stated that she's so emotional because these two girls had each other. It was just them against everybody else. Sounds really awful to me. Like, Madalina had at least one really good friend, and her mother, Diana, was just keeping her away from everyone. And it's just sad that she seemed like she was potentially having a quote-unquote normal childhood for that period of time, and then she decided to pull that out from underneath Madalina. But I don't know. I do think that she's definitely been moved, as I've said before. I still hope and pray every single day that Madalina is still alive somewhere, and that one day, hopefully soon, she will be found and brought to safety. All right, guys, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and most of all, stay safe.